Yo, what's up? So today I learned that if you're ambitious and you're someone who learns a lot, then you should expect your goals to change. This is a thing I realized with over the past couple of years when I've been on like self-improvement. I've had so many different aspirations and like desires to do things, which have, some of them have completely gone out the window. Some of them have kind of stayed, some of them kind of came and then went and then came back. But I realized that after I know I'm someone who, I know that if I stick to something, I know that I can do anything. I know that if I stick to something long enough that I can do anything. So that basically means that when I think of some idea, I'm like, oh yeah, I could do that and become the greatest at that. But then I realised that a lot of those things I didn't actually really care about that much. So I made goals for things which actually changed after about a month or two, because I was like, well, maybe it just shows I'm not committed enough. But I think that with some things, if you actually love it enough, then you get past that hump of like a month or two where it kind of dies down. You're like, oh, I don't really care about it that much anymore. Because usually when you set out to do something, you're like, oh yeah, that'd be sick. You're only thinking about the end goal. You're only thinking about, so you want to become a footballer. You're only thinking about getting the trophies and, you know, celebrating with everyone. You're not thinking about actually doing the thing. So in order for you to actually get that, you have to love doing the thing that you're doing. And that's what I realised has changed a lot over time. And that's why if you're ambitious and you're learning enough, your goals and things you want to do will change. An example of mine was, I don't know, a year ago or something, I kind of wanted to do boxing, me and my friends. Kind of like, oh yeah, we do boxing, it's sick. And I had like a cobra bag, it's called, the one where you hit and it bounce back, you dodge it and you hit it again. And I enjoyed doing that. But then, I can't remember what happened, it died off. Maybe I started doing running or something instead. And my original goal was, oh, I'd be sick to get in the ring and get in a fight and then win and then celebrate with all my family and everything. That was my initial dream. I was like, oh, that would be so sick. But then I realised, you know, I mean, I might do boxing again, who knows. I realised that at least at the time, that wasn't what I wanted to do. That wasn't the stage of my life that I was in. So I learnt. I was still ambitious, I knew I could do it, but I was like, okay, I'm going to focus on something else instead. So maybe that goal will come back, but for now I don't think it will. I think there's a time and a place for everything, and you will and won't want to do things based on where you are in life. Like for example, back then, actually I don't know what I was doing back then, but I guess I wanted to focus on the gym and stuff. So maybe once I'm as big as I want to be in the gym, then I'll be able to do boxing and stuff. It all just depends on everything. So if you're ambitious and you're constantly improving, you're always going to want to be doing something different, always doing something new. Some things will stick, some things won't. Some people might even look at you like, what, I swear you wanted to do this last month. And yeah, you know what, fair enough, I've done that a bunch of times. Like I've said to people, oh, I want to do this would be sick. And I've changed. I've just not wanted to anymore. Maybe it's not a good thing because maybe it's a lack of commitment, but I don't think it is, to be honest. But as long as I'm sticking to a few good ones. But yeah, so that's what I learned today. I've got another lesson, so see you there.